I think happiness is more about it's learning about yourself. So learning what your triggers are, what your emotions are, and how you deal with them, and being okay with emotion. So, you know, when you're growing up, you're getting told that, oh no, boys don't cry, boys don't have emotion. So you try and suppress that, and you try and work to this stereotype where you go, yep, I'm a man. And the hard part is that you're not taught how to deal with your emotions straight up. So at the moment, I'm just figuring my emotions out. But the problem is you don't get given those tools as a kid. So I guess happiness to me is just being able to be happy in my own skin and being able to go, you know what, it's all right that I feel like crap, but there's still a component of happiness to it. So just, I don't know, happiness is being content with myself and my surroundings. But, you know, that also brings in family. I'm happy when they're happy. And then the other part is I like to make people laugh because I'm an idiot. But I think if I can bring a smile to someone's face at least once a day, then, you know, that gives me that satisfaction of going, yeah, righto, I'm doing something cool. But yeah, that's a long, convoluted way of saying, oh, that's happiness to me. But a lot of it is, yeah, just being happy with myself and being content. I say, you know, you hear a lot of people going, oh, it's my purpose in life to do this. Whereas I don't think I live for purpose. I don't get up to go do something for that point. I don't know. I feel like I float a lot and I'm just happy doing life. Really, that sounds really floggy, but I'm happy just floating in and out. So I don't think purpose has a lot to do with happiness. I think purpose has a lot to do with direction in life, and sometimes, you know, there's those personalities that need direction, and you know, if that gets them up in the morning, fantastic. But I think so. If you asked me this last year, it would have been, yes, I've got a purpose. This is my direction. This is what I'm doing. This is why I get up. But now, you know, I've got a 2-year-old daughter, so purpose is to educate her, to make her a nice little girl, and a functioning part of society. I should get her to work. She's, you know, freeloading already. It's horrible. But it's more the fact I'm just happy being. So there's no purpose in, all right, this is what I'm striving to do, because I feel like if I do that, I take away from family time. And it's that work-life balance. A lot of people, you know, is it work? You work to live, not live to work. And I feel like a lot of people get that kind of mixed up. Look, I think hard work does pay off. Yeah, it's happened again. Yes! It's even better that she's in the water. For those of you playing at home, I just saw someone eat absolute shit in the sand. It's awesome. Look, hard work and perseverance, I think they're traits that work well. And what I'm scared of in society is that where, you know, you get kids to, everyone's a winner. But the problem is with that is that, you know, when it comes to real world life, when it comes to the real world and when it comes to life, it seems like there's a whole generation that is doing, they want everything now. They don't want to work hard for it. They don't understand that they have to start somewhere. You know, a lot of kids come out through school and they don't want to be that shit kicker. They don't want to be the pleb doing the hard yards and, you know, cleaning dunny bowls and all that kind of stuff to work up within a company. They just want to go straight away mid-level management without doing the hard yards to, you know, prove that they can work. And I think if you can instill perseverance within a generation, within society, within kids that, you know, you're teaching, I think it'll go a long way to not bettering themselves, but no, actually it is. It's bettering themselves. It's one of those traits that you need to be able to go, all right, like things don't go my way sometimes, and that's fine. Let's go head down, bum up, and look at other options. I spent 7 years trying for a job. It's a kick in the guts, but I think having perseverance instilled into me, like, you know what, it's not the end of the world, and it's time to just reevaluate real quick and just let's do it on the fly and get it done. I just think, yeah, there's no point in throwing pity parties anymore because people don't understand. Or they do understand and they're all cool with it, but it just gets you nowhere real quick. So there's no point in sitting back. So I think if you can instill perseverance on people and just go, look, it's all right, let's just make a plan and keep going, I think that's goes a long way into finding happiness, or at least finding a part where you're content, going, you know what, it's okay. Look, trying to find the bright side on everything is exhausting, so there's some days where it's okay to just feel like absolute crap and be rotten and just go, I don't want to deal with life today. And you know, you have your doona day where you just, I don't want to get out of bed, I just want me time, and it's okay to be selfish. But this, yeah, perseverance and hard work, I think if you've got a hard work ethic, then you know you're not going to stop until you actually achieve what you want. So I think it's a good thing. I don't know how much has been taught with society at the moment, and it's scary. It adds to happiness. You know, you celebrate people's triumphs, and I don't know, you kind of bounce off it too. It's the same thing, like you wallow in the despair with them, but you know, as a community, you work through things, and if you've built yourself a good support network, then you'll be able to get through most things. It's always scary when you've got a friend that segregates themselves. If someone's checking in on me, like I've gone quiet for a little bit, people checking on me, and I go, oh, okay, yeah, right. And then you either pull yourself out of it, or you know, you apologise and go, yeah, actually my head's been in the clouds for a bit, and you know, you start to build on those relationships again. And but I think as a community, I think we've just got to check in on people more often. You know, people want to feel loved, so why not just reach out and tell people that, you know, you're thinking of them. I feel like if you give out more love, you're going to receive more love in turn. And I think it's always nice, you always get that warm fuzzy feeling when you know you're loved. And that's the thing, I guess that goes back to the next point. When people check in on you, if you go quiet or anything like that, like, hey, I haven't heard from you for a while, there's that sense of, oh, I am loved, like people do care. And I think that's always going to help with happiness too. Like that reverts back to, you know, if someone cares for me, at least I know, you know, people do care, and it gives you that warm sense of feeling of, okay, yep, no, everything's going well. I don't know, it gives you that warm fuzzy feeling where you go, yep, I'm loved, everything's okay in the world. And once again, it's going to sound floggy, but it's more like, you know, if you're loved, you know, love conquers all. But it kind of does. It just makes everything okay. Even for that split second. And, you know, I'm married, so, yeah, I guess I do love my wife and I love my family. But when you find that person that, you know, you care about deeply, that it is love, that you go, yeah, righto, they can stick around for a bit longer. For that split second where, you know, you're not going to get along 100% of the time. So even in those little tiffs that you have, you know, a hug at the end of the day and just like, it's okay. And just saying I love you, just even for that split second of saying I love you and having that hug, makes everything in the world all right again. And it just kind of resets and you move on. Yeah, love does conquer all kind of thing. But yeah, I just think it's super important to have love in your life, and at least understand what love is to yourself, because it's probably different for everyone. But yeah, I I think most people are scared to use the love word, and I think we need to get over that as a society and, you know, give out as much love as you can to receive as much love in. No, look, I think fun is, it's super important. Like, if you don't have fun, what's the point? If you can't smile and laugh and play, it goes hand in hand in happiness for me. If I can't make people laugh or smile, or at least, I don't know, appreciate a joke, because most of my jokes are horrible. You know, for me, fun is just mucking around and not doing anything serious and just enjoying the moment. But I think a lot of people not think too highly of themselves, but go, I'm worried about what people think of me, and I think that stifles a lot of fun. I think if you're shameless to a point that you kind of see those people where they go, I don't care what people think of me, and they tend to have a lot more fun because they're doing things for their own kind of shits and giggles. But I think fun goes hand in hand in happiness, and if you're not having fun, you need to find something that is fun, whether it be, you know, just mucking about with mates, or, oh God, Magpie, where did he come from? Oh, he scared me. Yeah, I think you kind of, like, that's looking, you know, bright side of life kind of thing, but yeah, looking for fun, whether or not it is just mucking around with mates or just trying to find a part where it's like, hey, yep, no, this is cool, and yeah, hobbies, all that kind of stuff. I think there needs to be laughter in life, and I think you need a lot of it. Laughing is contagious, and not in a bad way. And I think, yeah, I don't know. I just think if you're not laughing and smiling, that you need to find something. You need to find that little spark that is fun, that will drive you further and further. I think if you at least get a laugh a day or a smile a day, it goes a long way to happiness. I don't know, you see it like in glimpses. I think humans and societies in general, they want to be kind, and I think it's an innate ability to just do something for other people. And, you know, I see my daughter, you know, and I don't even know if we teach this to them. Like, I just think it's there and they do it anyway. But, you know, when she shares with another kid, or, you know, she goes out of her way and, you know, shares a chocolate that is her chocolate. Oh God, don't get in between her and her chocolate. But I think there's a point where you realise that she wants to share happiness to a point. She, like, if this is making her happy, she wants to give that to another kid as well. And I think you kind of have to, you've got to look after that, and you just keep pushing it on them that, you know, that's a good thing to do, and, like, let's keep doing it. And I think, you know, the next generation coming through will be, like, and I'm talking young kids, like, I think there's going to be a shift in society where we're going to go, yep, right, like, this is how this is going to work, and kindness is going to be, you know, 6 billion different kinds of things. But I think if you harness the kindness that they have as kids and that innocence that, you know, they want to share happiness, I think if you can harness that and keep that going, I think you're going to go a long way in society to being able to, you know, build on happiness and keep it going. See, this is the one that I think stifles happiness. You're usually your worst critic, and most people, you know, they're their harshest critic, and that's cool. But I think a lot of people put expectations on themselves, but like external expectations. Oh, I've let people down. But very rarely will you actually do that. People don't get let down that often. I think, I don't know, is it setting unrealistic expectations on yourself, or is it more the fact that you think people are expecting more of you, and then you're holding yourself to a higher standard? And I think that's the part that stifles happiness, is that you can't ever really celebrate or just be happy with things that you're doing, because you think people are expecting more. And I think that's what I've learnt in the last year. You know, I've been striving for this one dream job that I didn't get, but You know, I set high expectations of myself to get this job, and, you know, unfortunately I didn't get it, and that's okay. But I felt like I'd let everyone down by not getting it, and it's silly. Like, no one else, like, yeah, people wanted me to, you know, strive and get it, everything that I want, but it's not letting them down. And I think a lot of people think people have expectations of them, and I think that stifles a lot of happiness. I think it's good to have expectations on yourself and hold yourself in a certain regard, and, you know, put yourself up to a standard. But if you didn't make that, that's okay. And it's being able to bounce back, so that's perseverance as well. So it all loops in. But I think, yeah, expectations are they're a good thing, but they can be a curse too. So, like, there's a double-edged sword there.